ladies. My name is Gertrude Mache. I am originally from Zimbabwe, was living in New Zealand for 21 years, and now live in Melbourne, Australia. You're getting this message because either a friend, a colleague, somebody you know has told you about the HerStory Circle, which is a social impact movement for women to come and share their stories on a speaker's platform. We share our stories to inspire, uplift, energize, and create a bit of light at the end of the tunnel for another woman who might be going through a similar challenge, is wanting to start a business and is looking for a mentor. That is why this platform was put together. My first question to you is, how are you? I am stealing this question from another speaker who I was introduced to on LinkedIn. It really surprised me when she asked this question, because a lot of times we connect with people, we don't really check in to see how they are. And she asked me this question in the context of the world we're living in right now. As you know, we're all living through this pandemic era. There's a lot of stress because of this pandemic, mental health crisis that's going around in the world. So how are you? I really would like to know how your mental health and wellness is at this moment in time. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you healing from anything specific? And how are you taking care of your well-being so that you can sustain your legacy? So Future Kane, thank you for that question. Thank you for these words. I really appreciated you reminding me to check in with people as well when I make my connections. So how did the HerStory Circle start? I'm a woman who was married for 27 years, went through a very traumatic separation that led to divorce in 2014. I thought I would die with my first husband. That didn't happen. Our lives collapsed. I lost a 4.4 million property investing business. I ended up collapsing from the stress, the hypertension, with congestive heart failure while on holiday in Bali, Indonesia, and almost lost my life. So to go back to the first question, I am on the road to recovery. I am trying to lose at least 40 kgs, which is about 80 pounds, to go down to my ideal weight for my height. But I'm sharing my story, and I created HerStory so that my story could be the light at the end of the tunnel for another woman who's going through a similar challenge. We all have a lot that is coming at us at this moment in time. During this pandemic, I lost my mother-in-law on the 29th of March. 3 weeks later, my mother died in Zimbabwe. I didn't even get to see where my mother is buried yet. Then my daughter had a miscarriage. So a lot of things went wrong for me in 2020, besides starting up a new company and having to transition and run my events online. So what you are being invited to is an in-person event in Washington, D.C. for International Women's Month from the 8th of March to the 12th of March. We will have 15 speakers every single day. You get a 15-minute speaking opportunity like you're doing a TED Talk. I am trying to create a platform that will one day compete with TED. I'm a 3-time TED speaker. I've hacked how to get on TED several times, and I coach and mentor women to do the same, to articulate your message, to synthesize it, and get really clear what you stand for and what you're going to be known for. The TED platform is amazing. It pushes up your speaking fee. The TED branding makes people look at you twice when you put yourself forward as a speaker. And I'm using all of the TED principles to create a competing platform. While the TED platform is amazing in giving you credibility, giving you global visibility, The one thing that I find frustrating is that you never get access to the speakers. So the platform I'm creating is going to give people access to the speakers. So there's a transfer of knowledge from woman to woman. You will run a masterclass, 60 to 90 minutes maximum in the next month after the conference, after the event. It gives us time to market and promote you. So for example, if you come and speak in person in Washington, DC, we will have the masterclass series last week of April. You choose what day, you choose what time you want to run the masterclass. We will record the videos and they will remain evergreen on our platform and be sold to more people. So you will continually get more clients and more people to connect with because of the masterclass. The TED tagline is ideas worth spreading. Our tagline is inspired ideas, ignited and implemented. So how can you inspire people with your story? Get another woman to try and do something that you've done and execute and implement and succeed. That's what this platform is all about. So I created a way to raise money by making this a pay-to-play platform. With an in-person event, you will pay $648. It's a registration fee, which goes towards paying my ghostwriters, my editors, my book production team to put together a book that has one chapter of your story. We personalize every woman's book so that you are on the front cover of the book. The first chapter is yours, but you're published with 9 other women. So there's 10 women in every volume. You retain the intellectual IP of the book that you're published in, and we ask you to sell 30 copies of the book so that we can raise money for social impact. You will also get 30 copies of the book that you can sell and make $900 as well. The books are selling for $30 a copy. Arianna Huffington is one of my mentors. When I was going through my divorce, I reconnected with her. She had just sold the Huffington Post for $1 billion. And when I explained what I was going through, she recommended that if I had so many women who were following me through social media, I should try and create my own publication like the Huffington Post. So you will get an opportunity to submit an article every month, every week, however often you want to blog for the platform. And that helps drive traffic to our website. It gives us more subscribers. So my database is at 50,000 women at the moment. And when I have my events, all of the women who are coming to the event agree to share their databases so that we have a wider reach. In Washington, DC, I've connected with some micro influencers, some very, very powerful women in the media who have huge followings on Instagram and on Facebook. Collectively, Washington, DC is going to have a mailing list of almost 300,000 emails. So the event is in person and it's online. It's a hybrid event. We will live stream to those 300,000 people. So you don't get paid, but you make money through the publications. The way that you do make money through the HerStory Circle movement is in the next month after the event, we market and promote the video that we've curated when you came to the conference, and we push out YouTube shorts, TikTok short videos. We push you out through our Instagram stories and LinkedIn to drive traffic back to the main video so you get more views, but also to promote a workshop that you can run with a smaller, more intimate group of people. We've been doing this in the past for the last 2 years. We would run an event on 1 month. In the next month, our speakers are running a masterclass. We charge $35, of which you get $10, we get $25. And what has happened in the past, because our database is so big, if we get 100 women in the room with you, you will make $1,000 in that hour. If we get 500 women in the room with you, you're making $5,000 in an hour. So that's how we pay our speakers. It's through the masterclass that you will run for 60 to 90 minutes at a maximum. And then you can convert those people who come into the masterclass, and hopefully they can become potential clients for you. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me, find me on Facebook, find me on LinkedIn. Those are the two platforms where I play the most. I will share all of the social media links to my Facebook groups, to my Instagram, to my YouTube channel, so you can see previous events, how those events were run, and how we've curated the amazing stories. You will also get my podcast on YouTube as well. At the moment, it's a video podcast. As from the 6th of January, it's going out as audio as well as video. So thank you again for listening to this short video. I hope I've been able to explain exactly what the Her Story Circle movement is about. There is also an opportunity for you to participate in the filming of a pilot for a reality TV show that I have pitched to Oprah's network, and we will be pitching to Netflix. We've gone through 2 rounds of interviews with Oprah's producers, and it's going to be a show like The Voice, American Idol, TED Talks, all rolled into one, where female speakers are coming together to share their stories, speaking for 15 minutes. The judges are your peers. The other women in the circle, the other 100 speakers, will vote who goes on to the next round. At the end of this competition, we will crowdfund and get the audience who's been following the reality TV show to vote for you on one side, but on the other side, we want to raise money for social impact. So you have to come with a project that you have a passion around. Our focus has been around women and children primarily. We've now extended it to the elderly, the homeless, and the disabled because of COVID. It could be a nonprofit that you have a passion around, or you might want to start your own nonprofit. And we're coaching and mentoring women to learn how to be philanthropic, how to give back to their communities through your business by supporting a social impact project in your community or abroad. So thank you again for listening. I'm hoping to connect with you after you've watched this video.